So we have our book, right? But before I wrote this book, I had to actually read some books, and this is one of the main ones that I read. All right. But one of the first ones that I read to like help me out with this program was actually just by accident. It was a bestseller at the time. It's called Outliers. All right, it's this book right here. All right, Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. All right, and what this book basically taught me was that people are so different, and the stuff that makes them great though can be added up to stuff that happened to them when they were growing up, basically. All right, either stuff in their blood by genetics or stuff that the situations that they went through. And it's some like amazing things in here, like how like Bill Gates just happened to go to one of the only 2 schools in America that had a computer at it. All right, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to be that luck for some kids. So like I started thinking how I could do that. Then I read this book called The Talent Code. All right, by who was it by? By Daniel Coyle. I can't see, my finger's in the way. I don't know which finger that is. By Daniel Coyle, The Talent Code. All right. And what this book taught me, it says greatness isn't born, it's grown. Here's how. All right. And it was such an interesting book, and it just said like about how everyone needs to go through hardships. And when you go through hardships, that actually makes you better. Even though you think it's like all about the success, but it's about the hardships, and they prove it with so many different points. Like they'll have you like read through a list of like 10 different words, and then they'll say, okay, try to call them back, and they'll do that with like 100 people. But then they'll have another 100 read through the same list of 10 words, but they'll cut out letters. So if it's like library, they'll just take out the I, so you can still read it, but it's like kind of confusing for half a second. Well, the people that read all the missing letter ones remembered the whole list, while the other ones forgot most of the list. Because when stuff is too easy, you just gloss over it. When stuff is hard, you pay more attention to it. So it was a whole bunch of stuff like that taught me like how to like forge something, how to create something to motivate people. And speaking of motivation, this one, Drive by Daniel H. Pink. Is his name somewhere? No. Oh, right there up top, by Daniel H. Pink, Drive. And what this said was basically, for so many years, what we've been doing to people is we've been bonking them on the head and saying, go faster. Boom, hit them on the head, go faster again. And it's been stupid. All right? It's called the carrot and the stick. Either you go for the carrot or you get the stick, okay? And this says that was motivation 1.0. This is motivation 2.0. And what you want to do is you want to scale back all the negative, and you want to allow people to be intrinsically value that which you want them to do. So basically, instead of me screaming at you to make the NBA, I make you love the NBA. Instead of me screaming at you to go to workouts, I make you love workouts. The bad part about that is that it takes more time. If I had a stick and I was chasing you, that happens right away, but it only affects you so much. But if I can let you like love carrots, you're gonna go after that carrot even more because you don't need the stick. So it takes a longer time, but it's the better way to motivate. And this book, Drive, taught me that. And that's for the last one, Sapiens. This is the brief history of humankind. It is an amazing book. I heard it. I just listened to it on audiobook. I know you guys aren't going to read books, but these are the ones that I've used to form the program. And this one taught me that basically everything is a religion, right? And we have to like see things like they don't exist, but you have to but the fact that we think that they exist makes them exist. So money's fake, and like education's fake, family's fake, love is fake, but you know what? So are our dreams of making the NBA, but we can see them all as real. And you can you can place them down into like different categories, and you can achieve these things, but only if you really, really think that they're real, basically. And that's the way that I took from the book. But it talks about everything, like literally everything in the planet, like the beginning of time, from like when we were monkeys all the way to like right now, to computers, to like, oh my God, different countries being formed, like the Native Americans. Talks about everything. So yeah, I really appreciate